5. That's the number of times life on Earth came terrifyingly close to disappearing forever. Not cities, not countries, almost everything. Entire oceans became graveyards, massive forests vanished, the sky turned dark, and creatures that ruled the planet for millions of years disappeared as if they had never existed. But somehow, life always found a way back. Today, we're traveling through the 5 greatest extinction events in Earth's history. Each one changed the planet forever, and the last one made human civilization possible. So let's go back in time and witness the 5 times Earth almost lost all life. Number 5. The End-Ordovician Extinction 444 million years ago. Imagine a world with no trees, no dinosaurs, no birds, and definitely no humans. Almost every living creature lived underwater. The oceans were full of strange armored animals called trilobites, ancient corals, and giant sea scorpions. For millions of years, everything seemed stable. Then, without warning, Earth entered a massive ice age. Gigantic glaciers spread across the continents, sea levels dropped by hundreds of feet, shallow oceans simply disappeared, millions of creatures lost their homes overnight, food chains collapsed, species vanished one after another. By the end, around 85% of marine life was gone. Earth had survived its first mass extinction, but the next disaster would be even stranger. Number 4. Late Devonian Extinction. 372 million years ago, life recovered. The oceans became crowded once again. Huge armored fish ruled the seas. The first forests spread across the land. Everything looked perfect, but nature had another plan. As forests expanded, they changed the planet's chemistry. Nutrients flowed into rivers and oceans. Tiny algae exploded in population. When they died, they consumed enormous amounts of oxygen slowly. The oceans stopped breathing. Entire underwater regions became lifeless. Coral reefs collapsed. Ancient fish that had dominated Earth for millions of years disappeared forever. Unlike the first extinction, this one happened slowly, wave after wave, for millions of years. And when it finally ended, another huge portion of life had vanished. Number 3. The Great Dying. 252 million years ago. This wasn't just an extinction. It was the closest life has ever come to total destruction. At this time, almost every continent was connected into one giant landmass called Pangaea. Then disaster struck. Massive volcanoes erupted across what is now Siberia, not for days, not for years, but for hundreds of thousands of years. Lava covered enormous areas. Carbon dioxide filled the atmosphere. The planet became hotter and hotter. Acid rain fell from the sky. The oceans turned acidic. Oxygen levels crashed. Even bacteria that produce poisonous gases multiplied. The result was almost unimaginable. 96% of marine species disappeared. 70% of land animals went extinct. Forests collapsed. Entire ecosystems vanished. Scientists call this event the Great Dying. If humans had lived during this time, there would have been almost nowhere left to survive. Number 2. Triassic-Jurassic Extinction. 201 million years ago, Earth slowly recovered again. New reptiles evolved. Small dinosaurs walked beside giant crocodile-like predators. No one species ruled the planet. Then the ground began to crack apart. As Pangaea split into separate continents, gigantic volcanic eruptions covered the planet. Carbon dioxide levels skyrocketed. Temperatures rose. Climate patterns changed. Many reptiles that once dominated Earth couldn't adapt. They disappeared forever. But one group survived. Dinosaurs. With their biggest competitors gone, they spread across the planet. For the next 130 million years, Earth would belong to them. Number 1. Cretaceous Paleogene Extinction 66 million years ago. Dinosaurs ruled every continent. Some were as small as chickens, others were longer than a basketball court. Flying reptiles filled the skies. Massive marine predators hunted the oceans. It seemed like nothing could stop them. Then, a space rock nearly 10 kilometers wide entered Earth's atmosphere, traveling faster than a bullet. It slammed into the planet with unimaginable force. The explosion released more energy than billions of nuclear bombs. Shockwaves circled the globe. Mega tsunamis destroyed coastlines. Wildfires spread across continents. Dust and ash blocked sunlight for months. Plants stopped growing. Temperatures dropped. Food chains collapsed. Within a relatively short period of time, around 75% of all species disappeared, including every non-avian dinosaur, but hidden beneath the chaos, small mammals survived. Tiny creatures living in burrows and forests quietly inherited a world that once belonged to giants. Without that asteroid, humans might never have existed. But in the end, here's one final thought. Scientists believe Earth may now be entering another period of rapid extinction. This time, not because of an asteroid, not because of volcanoes, but because of a single species, humans. The question is no longer whether Earth can survive. It always has. The real question is, will we? Thanks for watching.